everybody, welcome back to a brand new episode of $1,000 Car Guy. Today, we're working on my shed. For those of you that don't know, this is my 20 by 20 carport. I have no idea who actually made it. I got it used off of Facebook Marketplace for pretty cheap, and we installed it in my 25 by 30 slab. As you can see, it's pretty dark in here, so working at night is just about impossible. But today, we're gonna fix that. A little while ago, the company Hyperlight reached out to me and asked me if I was interested in reviewing one of their new products. So today, we're going to unbox it, hang it up, and see what it does. So what came in my delivery box were 3 of these Lightzone LED High Bay light 150 watt LED lights. So as you can see from its design, it's a very large puck-shaped design. So let's go ahead and open up our first box. Now, I think one of the coolest things about this company so far is that when they approached me, they asked me what the size of the space I was working in was. So basically, these have been tailored to fit my exact carport. Right away, we have an instruction manual, the LED light assembly itself, along with a mount, so they'll take all of the excess weight off of the light when it's hanging. So this installation should be so easy because I'm basically just going to run a large extension cord to all 3 of my new bay lights. Now, as you can see from these images, they were able to take the volume of my building and then set up specific lighting parameters for my best use. So you can see in that first picture, it's kind of like the color-coded one, which shows the light array. And then we've got actual outputs around the area, and then exactly where I should mount them for best use. I think this is incredible. Like, this is amazing that the company is willing to do this for just a normal customer. Now, I don't know about you, but I can't wait to try one of these things out. So we're gonna go over to my little shed and go ahead and plug it in. As always, it's very dirty inside the small shed, because we're always doing something. But let's go ahead and plug this in so you can see how bright it actually is. Whoa! Definitely not recommended to look into the light. What's funny, it's actually currently daylight outside and my overhead lights aren't on, and it is insanely bright in here. So wow, the thought of having 3 of these beaming down on me at the new workshop is going to be incredible. Alright, let's actually get to the installation portion. I lied, we have to talk about something first. Obviously, having a ton of LEDs in such a small area is going to put off a whole bunch of heat. And as you can see, this cast aluminum backing is helping to dissipate all that extra heat to get it out of there. That's a fantastic design choice. Okay, now onto the installation. So before we start, as you can see from this picture, they sent me exactly where I was supposed to put these in order for the best light output inside of my carport. So I'm gonna go ahead, mark the areas on the floor, and then transfer that straight up into the ceiling so that I can hang them exactly where they're supposed to be. Now that we've got our locations picked out, let's start hanging some lights. And this is why you're always supposed to read the instructions. Inside the box, I found a whole nother mount, and that goes right in the center here. So now I've got something very sturdy to hang it from. So all I gotta do is go up there. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna use some zip ties at first until I can run actual power cords and actual mounts. But until then, this will work fine. So go ahead, thread these into all the other lights, and let's get to hanging them. Piece of cake. That might have been the fastest, easiest install I've ever done. So I wanted to show you guys something. So they've got these wonderful anchors up here. I'm not currently using them for their intended purpose, but the best thing is I can set like a set screw or a big old anchor in here and then clip this to it. That way, if this were to ever fail, or if I want to change it up, I don't have to worry about the light falling all the way to the ground. So it's going to catch on this, and that's a really good safety feature. Up next, we got to run power, which is super simple with these because it's just a 110 volt normal plug. So what I'm going to do is run power from one of my sheds, bring it over here, follow it up, probably come across the first one, go back, and split off into the other 2. Okay, so I just finished up all the wiring. And I'll be the first to admit that I am not a master electrician, but I work with what I have, and I think I got the job done. It's not right, but it is done. Behold, lights. One extension cord running between both of them. Big bundle of extension cord over to another receiver, and then that runs along and down to my power outlet. I suppose the next question is, how do they look? Wow, lights. So obviously the real test is going to be when it gets dark, so let's go ahead and cut to that right now. So we're back. It's officially nighttime. Let's see how the lights look. Holy cow! Wow! 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 It's so bright everywhere. Oh my gosh, I cannot. That's insane. That's insane. Holy cow. So something I noticed right away is how evenly the light is distributed. Like, you can see it's not dark, not dark, not dark, not dark. So their program that allows them to see how the light will disperse is definitely doing its job. I was honestly thinking when I put them up, well, maybe when I enclose this thing, I should get a couple more of them. You know, maybe it won't be enough. It's enough. Wow. Wow. That's insane. Yeah, you can tell how dark it is outside compared to, well, the beautiful inside. It's amazing. It's never looked so clean on the inside. It's not clean. It's definitely dirty. But it's so bright. It reflects so much inside. It's just incredible. Well, on that's going to wrap up this episode of $1,000 Car Guy. I hope you guys really enjoyed this unboxing and review. It's fantastic. It's so bright in here. If you guys wanted to, go ahead and check out the links in the description below, and you will find both from the manufacturer or from Amazon how you can get yourself a set of these lights. They weren't very expensive at all. I highly recommend them. This is amazing. Thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next episode.